Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on the channel, and today we're going to take a look at Salah. We're going to look at his career in cards and stickers. He's obviously an interesting one because from a rookie perspective, his rookies came out quite a long time ago. Uh, you could argue just over 10 years ago now, and we're going to take a look at sort of how his cards have and stickers have developed over time. Of course, he's a current day player. He's in a lot of product. So it begs the question, okay, moving, moving forward, what cards and stickers are relevant to him? What cards and stickers should you be buying if you really, appreciate Salah's career? He's of course an amazing player, a legend of the game, one of the best African players of all time, Premier League legend, and Liverpool legend as well. So I've got huge respect for Salah. Of course, being a Chelsea fan, it does pain me to say, given that we did have him for a couple of years. But let's take a look at his sort of career and cards and stickers. We're not going to do a huge deep dive into it, but I'm going to just basic analyze if I'm a Salah fan, if I'm a Liverpool fan, if I'm someone that just generally appreciates greatness, and that's what Salah is. Let's take a look at sort of the cards and stickers I'd be interested in. And of course, his rookies are, certainly great stickers to get hold of. They're actually fairly inexpensive. They're from the 2013-14 season, meaning that there is some sealed product of that set available, and you can pick up high-graded copies of these for a decent price. So yeah, I would certainly, if you're a Liverpool fan, Salah fan, appreciate Salah's career, you kind of have to get at least one of these. He's got the base and he's got the foil sticker. Fairly inexpensive, not the rarest to find. But then if we move into and you may not be interested in stickers as such, then we move into the card market. Now, he doesn't actually have any Basel cards, but actually from that very same season, 2013-14, he signs in January for Chelsea as a star signing. Now, this is a match tag card, and immediately you're probably thinking, oh, that's common, it's not worth anything, da 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 da. That's quite the opposite. This, and if I go over to my page, I bought one of these, and it's a rare one. It's arguably Salah's rarest rookie card. It's from the 2013-14 season, meaning that it actually predates any other Chelsea card that he has, because it's still from that 2013-14 season. It wasn't actually released in the Match Tag collection or the Match Tag Extra collection. It was released as a sort of exclusive to the Match of the Day magazine, and it would come in a sort of a sheet that you could, it was perforated sheet that you could cut it out, meaning that as such, it's not a clean copy on its edges because you'd have to cut it out from the sheet. It's tough to get hold of. I remember, I collected all the Chelsea match tag cards through the years, and I remember, in 2013 when this came out, or actually January 2014, that it was a tough one. Not many actually people had this for sale, and I snapped this one up pretty recently for a pretty good price. I think just people were quite unaware of its rarity and its existence, really. And Soccer Sticker Hunter appreciates that that's quite very rare and undervalued. And then even Kiwi says, we all know Match Tag isn't rookie card common. That is a debate in itself. Well, first of all, it's not common. It's actually really quite rare. And even Rising Sun agrees, saying that he's only ever seen one in his 3 years collecting in Japan. Even rarer than some of the numbered purple versions from Premier Gold, which you could argue. But I know people, beg the question, are game cards really relevant? Are they rookie cards? For me, personally, I certainly value this as a great card to get hold of if you're a Salah fan. And, regardless if it's a game card or a trading card, it's a great collectible item, and it's certainly a rare one, this one there. And this also argues the question, okay, are Liverpool fans who, for the most part are interested in Salah cards, are they interested in Chelsea cards in general? Do they want to own a Chelsea card of Salah? So that's questionable. I think, as you can see, Salah does have a few other Chelsea cards, and For me, initially I thought, I mean, like, why not? Why wouldn't you want his rookie card, regardless of what team he's playing for? I do get the fact that Liverpool fans probably don't want a Chelsea card in their collection, but I think ultimately, it's a great card to have, especially because of its rarity attached to it. I mean, if we flick to some of the other cards that it has for the 2014-15 season, so the season after, we have the Future Stars Premier Gold card. This is actually the insert, and this is actually quite hard to get hold of. Just even the base copy alone can be hard, but it also comes in greens out of 60. I think purples as well. That may be out of 50, and then oranges out of 11, and then of course the one of ones. Definitely a hard to get card to get hold of. Of course, not a game card, so certainly more appealing for more people. This actually card comes in an extra large copy, which I do have as well. This is actually numbered out of 199, and you can get coloured variations of that as well. He also has the Futura card. Now, this may be more appealing to Liverpool fans, knowing that it's not a Chelsea card. It's actually an Egyptian Futura card from 2014. Licensed as well, unlike Futura today. So definitely potentially a more appealing card for collectors maybe in the future. And then also he does have another Chelsea card here. This is from WCCF. 2014-15. He also has this card, which I forgot to photograph in my post, from the Champions League Adrenaline collection from 2014-15. So in total, he has 4 different Chelsea cards. He only has one from that true rookie season, which is that match stack there. But, in terms of like hobby cards, these are his first 2. The Chelsea card and then the Futura. So I think these definitely are great cards to have if you're a Salah fan, regardless of what kit they're in. But if you're extremely adamant of, okay, I'm a Liverpool fan, I can't have a Chelsea card in my collection, I think the obvious next step is, okay, well, I'm going to get Salah's very first Liverpool card, his first year Liverpool. So we'll get to that in a moment. He obviously makes the move to Roma, and I mean, cool card to own. From Showcase 2015-16 Champions League Showcase. That's probably the one card from his Roma days that I would be most interested in. And then, of course, we're not going to get through. Nice looking immaculate though, for that's from 2017. But then he makes that move to Liverpool. So let's take a look at some of his earliest Liverpool cards, and I think these are definitely 100% worthy of getting if you're a hardcore Liverpool fan. So he makes that move in 2017-18, and he's got some game cards, but I think that probably the few big ones that I would certainly gravitate towards would be that cool looking museum card. Nice looking image on that one there. He's got a cool sort of rainbow, if you like, of limited editions from Match Attack, but I think probably you could argue that the Premier Gold card from 2017-18. And then, of course, the Chrome card from 2017-18. So they're first-year cards for Salah. I would certainly gravitate towards these 2. Unfortunately, this doesn't come in numbered parallels. It only comes in 3 different colours that are unnumbered. We've got the green, which is the most common, then the red, and then the yellow, which is the hardest to find. And then, of course, you've got that 2017 Chrome, which is a pretty well-renowned set that people love. And then, of course, that museum, which I'm not sure how much that card typically would go for, but I think it's probably the best image of the lot. He also has, and if I'll type it in now, he has the Topps Premier Platinum 2017-18 card, which I particularly like. So here it is here. We've got the Platinum card. So this is, again, another Premier League release. It was in sort of the second Premier League release in conjunction with Premier Gold. Cool new signing. So this actually comes in the purple parallel. So this is a very cool card indeed. That is the only parallel comes in outside of the 1 of 1. So I actually think that this is a beauty. Of course, pretty expensive. It's not worth that, of course. But really nice looking card. Definitely one that I would highlight as being one of the Salah's best cards. So yeah, that is 4 First year Liverpool cards for Salah that I would definitely get hold of if you're a big time Salah fan. Of course, Egyptian issues as well were quite popular, certainly in regard to World Cup Prism. So any numbered variations for his base card there, and how cool is that national landmarks? I think that's a stunning Salah card that would be great to get hold of. And then, of course, in more recent product, he's been in a lot of sets. But, I think when it comes to modern, it's all about relevance, in my opinion. What's relevant, what makes sense. And I think that, we're approaching sort of years here that not necessarily not a huge amount of sets were released in this time period in 2018-19. Getting some numbered variations from that Premier League release would be quite cool. But I think this variation card, which is quite difficult to get hold of, is an absolute beauty. Short print variation of Salah is definitely one that I would highlight as being one of the best Salah cards to get hold of. But yeah, as we move on, more product, and some of which we could certainly disregard. Again, there's a lot out there. I would then consider, okay, what makes sense for Salah? You could look at maybe his Premier League title winning season. What season was that? Maybe getting a card from that season. Also Champions League. He won the Champions League in 2019-20. So I know these are Premier League issues, but getting a nice parallel from a Prism would be quite cool. But it would be cool to get like a Champions League card from that season that they won the Champions League. So something like this, for example, a nice numbered Sapphire from 2019-20 when they won the Champions League, I think is certainly a relevant card moving forward, and a good one for Liverpool fans. So yeah, you can get pretty overwhelmed with the amount of modern product nowadays for Salah, but I think those early cards, those rookies, those first year Liverpool cards are quite important. Those maybe title winning campaigns, and the case hits such as Colour Blast are nice. They are pretty popular and can be quite expensive, so it depends on the budget you're working with. But as you can see, a lot of Salah cards over the years. If I was collecting Salah, I'd certainly have a focus on not collecting everything, and maybe looking to I say that, but it actually is kind of cool in my opinion to almost complete a bit of a master set of all of these base cards and inserts. I think that's certainly an approach, but collecting sort of random parallels from different sets, I'm not really sure is something that I would personally go for. I think you do have to sort of pick and choose what you like, and I suppose that's all up to personal preference. I'm not persuading anyone to collect what how they should, but this video was more so targeted at what are his cool rookies to chase, and I certainly highlighted the couple of Basel stickers as well as the early Chelsea ones. First year Liverpool cards definitely important, and anything sort of after that, it's really up to sort of personal preference in my opinion. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.